What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Dill and Steven here. We're the Rim Report. We got our first bracketology reaction, I guess you could say. We're going to kind of
Let's
talk about.
go!
Come on, man. Excited, Dill. This is probably the best part of talking about college basketball is March
Yeah.
Madness. And I don't feel like when it comes to postseason, I feel like this is the best postseason there is in any sport. So obviously, talking about the seeding is the one of the best parts of it. So we're
Yep.
using ESPN's Joe Lenardi bracketology. Um,
Go.
just go right into it. His bracket watch, Arizona top overall seed. This was updated on the 13th, so I guess this was before their loss. Yes, this would be before their second loss. So
Yeah.
I think anyone would have Michigan after this. Missouri last team in, TCU first team out. Let's just jump in straight to this West over here.
Yes, sir.
Arizona, App State, Wisconsin, an 8 seed. Man, they've got a lot of room to climb, I think, with just their ability to like knock off top teams in the Big Ten. Is there a way we can look at this where it's not like I want to see the seeds all together? That kind of sucks, but
Good question, Steve. I have no idea.
anyways, SMU. What do you think about SMU, Dill? 6-5 in
Just
the
one of those.
ACC.
Yeah.
Like, do you
Just
really think this
one of
team
those
deserves a
middle
9
of the
seed?
pack teams. I don't know, man. They were really good non-conference, just middle of the pack. Dude, honestly, forget SMU, bro. If Wisconsin can somehow get a 6 or 7 seed, no joke. If they can get a 6 or 7 seed, bro. You cannot tell me that they would not be almost a favorite in winning that second round game against a 2 or 3 seed. Like with the amount of wins they've had against top teams, that would be a sneaky Sweet 16 pick.
I agree with you, but I think the 1 and 2 seeds this year are going to be so strong. I would not be surprised if we see an Elite 8 with all 1s and 2s.
Well, that's kind of why that's why I said 6 or like if they get an 8 seed, the 1 seed they're probably not gonna win that game. But if they
Yeah.
can get a 2 seed in that second week, or
But
especially
no,
a 3 seed,
that's what
like,
I'm
yeah,
saying though. I'm saying that even 2 seeds are. I think they would have to play a 3 or 4 for it to sneak out a win.
you said you would not be
Like
surprised if
I'm
the
saying
all
like
elite 8.
yes, I would. I think there's a good possibility. Like last year, we saw all 1 seeds in the Final Four. Like I definitely think we could see 1 and 2 in every bracket, every like you know.
Wow,
It's a
I
hot
don't know
take.
about that one.
That's a hot take. I know.
That's a very hot
Let me
take.
look
You're
at a couple of
spicy.
the
You're
other
spicy.
9 seeds real quick. We got SMU, St. Mary's. Texas A&M is in the field. Indiana. I'm taking Indiana over SMU though. Like I don't think this is really
Yeah,
comparable. Um,
I'm taking all the 9. I think SMU's the weakest 9 seed of that group. I agree with you.
yeah. Let's stay in this West over here. Arkansas 5 seed, 18-6, 8-3 in conference. I think 5 might be a little high for them. I think, especially, we talked about them in our movers and shakers episode. I don't know if I like them finishing out SEC play. I think they're realistically more 6 is like their ceiling to me. He has 4 as their highest projected seed. I think they'd be lucky if they got a 5.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah, I'm with you in that range for sure.
I will say though, I think whatever 5 seed or whatever team gets paired up with Gonzaga in their region, I think Gonzaga is not all that. I think you will, if Louisville, Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee, one of these SEC schools gets paired up with Gonzaga, I think that's a easy Sweet 16 ticket for them.
I agree until they get EK and Huff back. If they get EK and Huff back, I'm a huge fan of this team, and I think they are severely underseeded at the 4.
Oh, you think it's that big of a difference?
Yeah, like if they get EK and Huff back, I think this team is really good and can upset like 1, 2, 3 seeds.
You think that Gillen already has them two as their highest projected seed? You think there's a chance he could make it to a two seed, Gonzaga, if they win out?
Like if they did get to a 2 seed and those two guys came back, I could see them being a strong 2 seed. Like that's not a 2 seed that I'm scared of
I
like
mean, they
losing
lost
in
to
the
Portland,
first
man.
round.
Like, I just don't know about this
Horrible
team.
loss, yeah. But they also that's what I'm saying. They're missing their two best players.
Yeah. What is the outlook on those players? Like, what are their injuries?
EK's coming back soon. Huff like hurt his knee. He's got another 3 or 4 weeks. So
Well, let's see. And still in that West region, Clemson.
I got
Clemson.
here. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a double-digit seed in this West, we'll actually go region by region. We'll start with the West though. If you had to pick a double-digit seed to upset their first round game, who are you picking?
Whew. Think. I mean, it probably would either be this play-in game matchup with against Clemson.
Yeah.
Definitely think like Missouri would. Missouri might even be favored against Clemson if they were to play them. And
Yeah.
Georgia would definitely be favored over St. Louis. I think. I think St. Louis would win, but I definitely think Georgia would be favored by the books.
I think that 5-12 game could get really sneaky too. Arkansas, Stephen F. Austin, just because I think that Arkansas team is really volatile, and I could see them getting upset against the right team.
Yeah, 15-1 in conference, 22-3 overall. They're definitely putting it on for them. I like this draw for Purdue though. If this, let's just take this bracket for what it is. Like, if this was the bracket, we're just gonna react to it
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Like, I like this draw for Purdue. I think you get a good
I
draw
really
with
like
St.
it.
Louis. Like, that's I like this whole. I think it's obvious. I think you will 100% see Florida and Purdue come out of here if you saw these two.
Yeah.
Let's jump over to the Midwest here, Chicago. You gonna go to any of these games, Dill?
I'm actually going to the Final Four.
Oh yeah, I forgot you told me that. You got any extra tickets? You gonna take
I'm
me?
pumped. Hey, if I do, I'll invite you.
Yeah,
If
for
I
sure.
do.
Where's it at this year?
Indianapolis.
Yeah, I would drive up.
Go.
Um, let's see here. Villanova. Another. I think Villanova, Michigan would be a great matchup. I think that's a very good like 1-8 matchup that could produce a good game. And I'll tell you another game, Dill.
Yes.
I mean, who wouldn't want to see Louisville and Alabama play? That seems like
Oh my gosh. 100
that
to
seems
100.
like a money game to watch. Michael Brown Jr. versus LeBaron Philon. Like, I think Louisville would have my edge on that one. What do you think?
Uh, it'd be close. Like gut reaction, I'd probably go Alabama just because I trust Nate Oates more and I think he has more experience, but it would be close, I think.
Here's another one, Dill, talking about, groups here, like a city, like a region or whatever. I like whatever team is in the region with Michigan State. I think Tennessee could easily win this region. I don't think it's even a
You
question.
ready for a hot take? You ready for a hot take? You just said let's take this bracket for what it is. So this is March Madness right now. Am I crazy to think that like Miami, Ohio can make a Sweet 16 run in this bracket?
Yeah, 100%. Like, Tennessee is not the team that used to be. Nate Ament has
they're
been
not.
on the rise, though. Like, he's definitely been playing a lot
Yes.
better than he used to be. But yeah, I don't know. I will say though, like, I think Michigan State will dominate teams like this, like Miami, Ohio, ETSU. I think they will struggle against real NBA level talent players like that. But their defense is going to mitigate anything a Miami, Ohio, or ETSU could give them.
Yeah, it would be like you just never want to bet against Izzo in March, but that would be like I would not be shocked if Miami, Ohio can somehow make an elite or not an elite, a Sweet 16 run
Yeah.
in that draw.
100%. Oklahoma City here, NC State, UCLA. NC State, man, not a team that I think a lot of people are like expecting to do well in March Madness. Still kind of like filling out the bumps with Will Wade in that first year. Um, do you think they have a potential? Do you think they have potential to get out of the first round?
Yeah, it'd be tough because this UCLA team is one that was preseason ranked, if you remember that. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not an easy win. NC State is also a team that was preseason ranked. I could see them like, yeah, dude. I just think Iowa State, and we just talked about it how Purdue had an easy draw as a 2 seed. Iowa State's got just as easy of a draw, in my opinion. I'd say.
Yeah, that's definitely a good draw for them. I think this is just a good. I think this is the best, group here. Like, how do I highlight this? I can't, but yeah, I can't highlight it. But like in this whole right here. Oh, you can't even. Yeah, I forgot you can't even see my screen.
Yeah, I
No,
can't see it.
I was like highlighting. I was like, oh wait, you can't even see. Iowa State paired with Michigan State's bracket, like Philadelphia, Oklahoma City. Like I think they both would. I think Iowa State has a great draw there to get to the Elite Eight pretty easily.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, all right, well, let's jump down to
Okay,
Houston.
wait. Before we do that, you have to pick your upset team
Oh yeah, yeah,
of the
of the
Midwest. It has
Midwest.
to be double digit.
Double digit UCLA. I think UCLA could definitely make a run. I think that's the pretty obvious answer that like they probably would be favored in that game. If you want me to give you a real reaction of like a mid major, definitely Miami, Ohio. Like I think they have a good shot.
Yeah,
South Florida, don't sleep on South Florida either, man. Like
yeah. I'm with you.
a team, Brian Hodges, he's a Nate Oates guy. Like, that'd be so
Yeah,
cool if they could upset Louisville and play Alabama
that would be
in that
really cool.
next
Yeah,
game. So that'd be really interesting. Yeah. So that's my upset. Who's yours?
I'll probably go Miami, Ohio. Just 'cause I said it earlier.
Yeah. All right. Let's go down to the South. Let's go to Houston. UConn, number one seed. Got Bethune Cookman and Tennessee State in the playing game. Iowa, Texas A&M. Man, I feel like that is the best 8-9 matchup we've
Yeah,
seen so
yeah.
far. Like that is a great game waiting to happen. Texas A&M with their pressing and all that against Iowa and Bennett Sturts. Like, Bennett Sturts has proven like last year at Drake, like with upsetting Missouri, like he has some March Madness experience. It's not like this is like new to him. Man, this would be a great game to watch. I think either team, I think Iowa and Texas A&M could definitely give UConn a run for their money. Not saying they can win, but they definitely would give them a run for their money. Um,
Yeah,
d-
no, I'll take it one step further. I think they can win, and I'm glad you said that. That Iowa Texas A&M game would be a fantastic watch, and I think they could each give UConn a run for their money for completely different reasons. Like if I'm a coach and I'm seeing Ben McCollum in the round of 32, I am terrified. Like
yeah,
that is a terrifying sight to see Ben McCollum on the opposite end. That'd be a fun game. Whoever wins that game to play UConn, that'd be a fun game to watch.
I'll tell you what, Dill. These 8-9s are scary sights for one seeds. I'll be honest. Like I
Yeah.
don't know like the last time I've really seen a bracket where these 8-9 seeds are like dangerous. Like
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Wisconsin has knocked off like tons of great teams. They could end up playing a one
Yeah.
seed. Villanova is a great team. St. Mary's like a good team. Um,
Yeah.
Iowa, Texas A&M, and then Auburn, Indiana is in the next one that we're gonna get to. But man, I don't want to
Yeah.
see any of those teams if I'm a one seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Good call.
let's go down to the San Diego one. Who are you? I think Texas Tech obviously the favorite in this region here, but like, do you think Hawaii or Liberty has shots? In this
Dude, I
bracket.
just watched. I flew back yesterday from IMG, and on the plane ride there was Liberty was playing Murray State, and I watched Liberty, and I was like, dude, this team is legit, bro. I could see Liberty beating Virginia 100%. I don't think they beat Texas Tech. I'm a big fan of Texas Tech in the first 2 or 3 games, then it's like, okay, their legs are wearing down. Do they have enough stamina because they're 6 players deep every single game? I could 100% see Liberty upsetting. I don't think Hawaii gets the upset over Texas Tech, but I could see Liberty getting over Virginia, 100%.
Yeah, I will say like Texas Tech is such a wild card though, because it's like they get in foul trouble or guy gets hurt or anything. It's like we're scrambling. Like with be having such a
Yeah,
short roster, who knows, man? Whatever could happen in March. Like you never know what could happen. So don't obviously I
yeah,
don't stay up till 2 a.m. watching Hawaii play, but maybe I
yeah,
need to. Maybe I need to go on Synergy and watch a couple clips. But
yeah,
definitely have seen
yeah,
Liberty. Like they're definitely one of the better mid majors um, in this whole bracket. To
yeah.
be honest with you, so we'll go to the next one. Buffalo, BYU playing either Texas or USC in the play-in. Nebraska, North Dakota State. I think my initial reaction seeing this is probably the worst region out of the whole thing I've been through so far. Like two upper seeded
Yeah.
teams that are on the downward decline, I guess you could say. I worry about Nebraska playing like a Texas or a USC or even a BYU. Honestly, I think they obviously pick up their first, win or whatever. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about these matchups for BYU?
Dude, I told you before, BYU's cooked. I would not want to see. Honestly, like if we're looking at the other 11 seeds, like a Missouri or Miami, Ohio would be nightmare fuel for BYU. Like Texas is okay, and USC was preseason ranked, and they've been ranked a little bit throughout the year. I think they could probably sneak out of there, but then like yeah, like I think you're right, Steve. This is a weak region. Like it would not shock me. It's happened before in the past. So like don't think I'm like a crazy guy for saying this, but like North Dakota could win that game. Like they just could win against Nebraska, and then if USC or Texas upsets BYU, they could win that game too. Like you could see a 14 seed in a Sweet 16. It's happened before. If it was going to happen, then this is the region to do it. So, do I think it's going to happen? No. But could it? Yes, absolutely. BYU terrified of what they're going to have to face coming up in the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. So.
So if you're BYU, you would rather play Texas or USC rather than Miami, Ohio. That's kind of what you said. You just said you'd be nightmare fuel if you saw
Yeah, no, it
Miami.
is. It is. It is. Yeah, it is.
For
It
what
is.
reason? I want to like what?
Miami hasn't lost, bro. They're like just straight up, they just have not lost. They haven't lost, man. I don't know.
Oh man, that's funny. Um, let me let me think here. Let me get down to. I haven't watched. Obviously, I've never seen North Dakota State play. Need to do my research on them. But but yeah. Well, let's go down to Oklahoma City, Utah State, the 7 seed. They've had a really, really, really good year. MJ Collins transfer from
Mm,
Virginia Tech has killed it for him. He's been playing super well. Miami, another team that we talked about earlier, like surprising,
yeah.
like good first year under Jai Lucas. He's done a great job there, getting guys there and bought in the first year. But this is Houston's bracket. I don't think Houston has any problem with any of these teams in their region. I think would be the easiest draw for a 2 seed out of all of them, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe there's an argument for another one. I just think that Houston would be the best 2 seed out of all of them, anyways. So
Hmm.
I just wouldn't be worried about them coming out just because of how good Houston is, not because of how bad these other teams are, to be honest with you.
Yeah. All right, we can go. Oh yeah, let me give you my double digit upset. I think I'm gonna go Liberty. I think Liberty definitely has what it takes to pull off an upset. I think this is a classic 12-5 upset if this were to happen.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, this would be my upset.
I agree with you. I'll go Liberty as
Yeah,
well.
that's a good one. All right, well, let's go over to the East. Duke in the Greenville area is playing Long Island. Shout out our boy BD, the GA over there.
Yes, sir.
Would love
Yes,
to see
sir.
him come play. Maybe he could hook me up with some tickets if it was in Greenville. That'd be amazing.
That'd be
Um,
sick.
let's see here. Auburn 8, Indiana 9. That's another, like I said, like that's a great 8-9 game. I feel like when I think last year, Mississippi State Baylor was one that sticks out to me as an 8-9 game. Just not a game I'm interested in. Like I'm just honestly like it's always like the first game, like the first like 11:30 a.m. game of the whole tournament and it's like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I'm tuned in, but like I'm waiting for a 5-12 game. I'm waiting for like a crazy
yeah.
upset or a mid-major. Like these are great games. Like I would love to see
You're right.
Iowa, Texas A&M, Auburn, Indiana play. Like these are great teams sneaking in at 8 and 9. Got any thoughts on that? This region?
You're right. No, like you're right. You said it. You already said it earlier in this video. I completely agree with you. These 8-9 teams are legit teams. Like these guys, these 8-9 teams could theoretically win against any team in the nation. Not saying it's going to happen, but like they could. They pose a threat 100% to these one seeds.
Well, Dill, I think we have come across our best 4-5 bracket region so far. Vanderbilt and St. John's at 4 and 5, but probably two of the best mid majors if they win their conferences. Belmont and
Mm.
UNCW, man, like these are great matchups. UNCW is a sneaky good team.
Dude, shout out Madison Durr. That would be a. I would like, bro. I'm gonna throw in my upset pick right now. My double-digit team, UNC Wilmington over Vanderbilt. This Vanderbilt team has been rocky ever since they have lost their first game. It's not a team that anybody really strongly believed in. I could see this 13-4 seed, and there's always a 13 or lower team to win it pretty much every single year coming out of the first round. So I could see that 100%.
Man, I'll tell you what, Dill, I'm just as high on this Belmont team too. Belmont
Oh
matching up
yeah, you're
against
right.
St.
Yeah.
John's, like I wonder like with Belmont's like offense, like going up against St. John's defense, like what where does that how does this matchup go? Like that's definitely another game I'm super intrigued by. So that would be a great bracket or a great region area that I would be really high on. The other Greenville one, we got UNC as a 6 seed playing Santa Clara. Again, we've
Oof.
talked about before UNC. With the question mark of Caleb Wilson coming back, don't know about Henry Vasar, like what's going on with him. I assume it's probably nothing
It could be
crazy.
tough.
Yeah, I assume it's nothing crazy,
That could be
but
a tough game for them.
that definitely would be a great game. But Kansas as the 3 seed, Austin P as the 14 seed going against them. They're 12-1 in their conference. Um, don't know much about them, but Kansas is playing super hot recently. Would
Yeah,
expect
yeah.
them to not have any problems playing a mid major, especially not a mid major that isn't a 13 seed or lower. Like if they
Yeah.
get one of these 14, 15, 16 mid majors, I think they should handle business pretty easily.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. The last one that we have right now, St. Louis bracket, Kentucky as the 7 seed, UCF as the 10 seed, Illinois, and then Navy. Man, Navy is another team. Man, 12-1 right now. You know,
hmm
doing great things in the what's that conference called? I'm tripping.
It is the Patriot League.
Patriot League, like doing great things in the Patriot League. Illinois should kill them. Obviously, I think Illinois is probably just like Houston. Like they're literally like instead of a 2 seed, I'm considering them like a 1B seed. Like they're literally just another one
Illinois,
seed
yeah.
in a bracket, just like Houston. Um, I don't know about this Kentucky team being as high as 7, in my opinion. I don't think they've really done enough, in my opinion, to deserve being a 7 seed. Um, I definitely think there's some 8 seeds that I've seen on this list earlier that like I would be like, man, like Iowa, Auburn, Wisconsin, Villanova. Like I don't know if you can make a good argument that Kentucky's above some of these 8 seeds.
Yeah, you're probably right. They've been really rocky ever since the start of the season. That's no secret, but um, it's a team that like could make some noise in March Madness if they figure it out. They have the pieces. If they're healthy, I could see them upsetting a 2 seed. Is it going to happen? Probably not, but I could see it.
Gotcha. All right, let's go to on the bubble deal. Last four buys, last teams to skip the first four round: Georgia, UCF, UCLA, Miami. Out of those four teams, who do you think has the most potential to drop?
Uh, I'll go Georgia just because the nature of their conference. They could get really unlucky with some games. SEC is tough, so I'll go Georgia.
I agree with that take, and I'm gonna say UCF just for the exact same reasons. Like being in the Big 12, like
Yeah, yeah,
tough
yeah,
schedule
yeah.
could definitely have them going up or down. I think Miami and UCLA definitely have easier outlooks, and I think they would have to do less. I think they've got less to.
Yeah,
I don't know. You get what I'm saying. Last four in
yeah, I
Texas,
do.
USC, San Diego State, Missouri. Out of those four teams, give me your team that you think is. We're gonna look at this 4 weeks from now when March Madness starts, and you're gonna be like, oh, they're like so cemented in the field of play. Or do you even think there is? Do
Um,
you think out of those four, like, do you think we'll see that?
Probably not. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go USC just because they had a good body of work early and they started to skid a little bit. So they've shown signs that they could do it. Yeah, I go USC.
First four out: TCU, Virginia Tech, Ohio State, New Mexico. I'll give you my team that out of those four that I think has the most potential to move up is Ohio State. I think Ohio State just at looking at a team passing the eye test, like I think they're a tournament team. Like I think they definitely have the skill and they definitely have the team roster that can compete in the tournament. I'm not big on Virginia Tech anymore. Had a rough loss at Florida State that a lot of people were saying that might have been the loss that will keep them out of the tournament.
Yeah. I'll go my sneaky team to go in TCU. They're like 5 points away in like three different ball games of beating like BYU, Houston, and Michigan. Like
Yeah,
if they win those three games, somehow they're a ranked team.
yeah.
So I'll go them.
Next four out: Cal, Oklahoma State, VCU, Seton Hall. Man, I'll tell you what, I love those first three teams: Cal, Oklahoma State, and VCU. I kind of almost like those three teams more than the first four out. Like, I think Cal is
Mhm.
definitely a team worthy of being in the discussion. Sorry. Same with Oklahoma State. Like, they definitely like are a team that should receive some consideration. VCU, good, like happy that an A10 team is also getting love and a team that is probably overshadowed by St. Louis's success. Um, I don't know. What do you think about those four teams?
No, you literally said it perfect. The A10 just eats itself every single year because that conference is just so competitive at the mid-major level. Like if they just played normal basketball and like some teams weren't upsetting teams every single night and St. Louis wasn't just like the best mid-major team of all time, I think VCU has a very real shot at getting in. But
Mm.
that A10 schedule can be really tough sometimes. I like what you said that those are some three really dangerous teams there.
All right. Well, let's go to the multi-big conferences. SEC getting 11 teams in. Big Ten with 10. ACC with 8. Big 12 with 7. West Coast 3. Big East 3. Mountain West 2. I think first reaction just seeing that people are talking about this year Big 12 being the league, the best league in the conference in the country. Only 7 teams. Like, what do you think about that? Is that more of like they just don't have the top to bottom that the SEC has, or are they just like, hey, it's just all about the top teams in the Big 12?
I think it's just top heavy. I think the top three, four, five teams are just really, really, really good.
Yeah, I agree with you there too. I think you could definitely talk about Texas Tech, Texas Tech, Houston, Kansas, Iowa State. Like their top four, top five teams are better than any of the top five teams. Maybe Big Ten gives it somewhat. I think SEC is a clear third after
Yeah,
that.
they are. They're very, yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's very
They're very.
obvious it's Big
SEC
12,
is
Big
just so
10.
top to bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Dill, we got any more comments? Any teams you're thinking of that you're like worried about? Who looking through like just gazing through this list, this bracket, who are you thinking has the most like variance? Like who do you think can go up a lot? Who can go down a lot?
Kentucky.
Kentucky. I think that's a good. I actually really agree with that. I think that's a really good one. Um, I will give
BYU,
you,
maybe.
yeah, I'll give you, I think Arkansas or Clemson maybe. I mean, I'll go with Clemson. I
Oh,
think
yeah, good
I think
picks. Good
Clemson has
picks.
a lot of like, you know, losing to Virginia Tech at home hurt them, and then losing to Duke. Obviously, we expected that, but like they're at 6 right now, and I think that's contingent on them like running out the table in the ACC with the games they should win.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I think they drop a couple games. Like who knows what we could see? We could see Clemson as far as a 10 maybe. But
yeah.
maybe if they
Yep.
do well in ACC tournament, maybe get a upset against a Duke or a Louisville or someone, maybe they go to a 4. Maybe is that crazy to say?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not.
So all right, well, appreciate you guys listening in. Uh, like I said earlier, love bracketology, love this time of year deal. Cannot wait. I'm already imagining it now doing a bracket. Like we both do a bracket for a video. Like that's just sounds
Yeah.
awesome to me. So yeah,
Yeah.
super excited. But appreciate y'all listening in. We will catch you next week. We'll probably do another bracketology next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys.